Everybody, welcome to WFSO Aftermath. We're live on YouTube and Twitch, and this is y'all watching this scene like what's on the screen. This is the pre-recorded version of it. Um, as y'all can probably see today, we're going to talk about Final Revolution results, and grade the pay-per-view and see how it goes. So yes, this is TNA's final pay-per-view of the year. Um, Then we're going to talk about yesterday's WWE Saturday Night's main event. We're going to talk about that. This is like a weird scenario also with this Bucks talk trade. So we're going to see what we can do besides differently and see if that official trade for what they was going for will actually work. And we're going to see how Craven the Hunter did in his first weekend of the year. The numbers for the first 2 days are not that good. So we'll just talk about that. But first, let's talk about this Final Revolution pay-per-view results. So hi McMahon, and also people that's watching live. If you want to chat about what we're going to talk about today, like TNA Final Revolution, Saturday Night Main Event, or like Buckstalk, or anything about comic book movies and TV news that I probably missed out. So if y'all want to like mention that while y'all on the chat, either if you're on Twitch or YouTube Live, just mention it on here. Okay, so they were in Atlanta for this. This is the only match I did not see. The Leon Slater versus JDC. I did not see that match because I forgot I was just setting like everything else up before I'll start watching it. So, and plus I got an energy full grandson. So, well, I mean energy full that he has a lot of energy. Just put it that way. So it was like kind of hard, set this up and stuff like that, like just watching it. But anyways, ooh, nice set. Um, and y'all probably gonna hear me like screaming at the TV and stuff like that right now because the Packers and the Seahawks are playing right now, and it's like about almost 5 minutes left to the end of the game, and the Packers are up 23-13. And yeah, yeah, I heard that word before. Oh wow, Packers got interceptions. Interesting. I don't know, but it seems like the Packers defense had turned up today. Anyways, let's get to this first match that I did not see. It was JDC versus Leon Slater. This sucks because this probably will be like a very good match, and I missed it. So of course JDC. Oh yeah, she is right here. So so I can understand if y'all do see my the oldest dog Libby. So yeah. Anyways, JDC did defeat Leon Slater. Which probably would be in a good match, but too bad I didn't see it. So it, kind of sucks. And Leon Slater is like the rise of him in TNA, but we'll see. Wait a minute. Hammerstone ended up losing that match, so why are they talking about that he wasn't available? I thought he ended up playing. I don't know, but that's just kind of strange. Anyways, I did see the conclusion of this match, Jonathan Gresham versus Vincent Kazarian. And it's just like so unfair that Jonathan Gresham is getting this treatment. Like he had one gimmick that looked like it was pretty good that was gonna go, then they kind of crap on that. Then like his return to his original self, being the octopus and all with the gimmick. Still like he's getting these losses, and he only barely had like a few wins, as in like in a tag match, which is just pretty sad that they treat him this way. It's just stupid. I do hope Seattle do beat the Vikings next week. That will help the Packers so much. Um, but anyways, yeah, Kazarian did defeat John Gresham. Because I did mention if you saw the WSO preview of this on this past Thursday. So if you get a chance, go check it out on YouTube for that. Um, I was saying like Kazarian don't need a lot of wins since he's got the call your shot trophy. We can give like he's gonna most likely he's gonna go for the world title. So it's just a matter of when. So we will talk about a little bit of that scenario in a bit because there's another scenario resulting of what happened with I would like to say with the main event. Well, not the main event, the other match that happened with the number one contenders match. So we'll talk about that in a bit. Um, yeah, it was a decent match. Now we kick off with the main card, which is it's a good thing that a program that can do like 8 matches in 3 hours and WWE does 5. I always complain about that and just don't see why. They. I understand they want you know, have the matches look good than have like more matches and it don't look good. You can still do both. Have a certain amount of matches and make it look good. TNA does it. I don't know, but we'll see. Did he catch it? Oh, yes, he did. Touchdown. Nice. Yes, they are. Exactly. Yeah, that was a good catch. And he thought he would have lost it, but he had control of it. Yep. Yeah, both his feet were down. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if Seattle would challenge it. That's a possibility, but if they don't. They just don't. So let's see. I don't think they're gonna challenge. I don't think Seattle gonna challenge it. Nope, they're not. Okay. Um. Anyways, this was a decent X Division match with Moose defending against Kushida. I would like to see Kushida actually win a title and at least get some wins. But it's like it's never gonna happen. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they acting like like with the WWE treatment that some they do with some of their stars, but I don't know. TNA is starting doing like a bad example. So, but then again, I guess in the way you gotta make it believable. So that's why they're probably gonna retain on Moose. Only way that Moose is having his belt because he probably gonna use the option C like cashing in for a title shot. That's the only thing I can see. Anyways, like I said, Moose defeated Kushida, retained the title. Anyways, let's see. Because I had an interview. Wait a minute. Oh, Jake something did when I was on, but I thought I saw Hammerstone in there. I don't know, but you got the three-way tag match. Of course, you got the Rascals versus the Digital Media and International Heavyweight Wrestling Champion PCO and Cindy Callahan versus Jake something. So yeah, because I know I saw that at one point that Hammerstone was in, but I don't know, it must be something that I missed. But the ending did get a little bit confusing for me. But yeah, the Rascals did win. Winning overall. So it could be a time for them. They probably will get like a tag team title shot. So yeah. Um, let's see what else. There was another match. Yeah, the number 23 did appear again. If y'all saw like recent like TNA Impact, yeah, yeah, those numbers were appeared again. So I don't know what it means, but I'm trying to think who would like make a debut in TNA, which who was like a free agent, and somebody decided like to decide to just come to TNA instead of AEW. Could have been somebody that's been released from WWE, or they could have been released from TNA too. You never know. But yeah, some understanding. Um, anyways, the next match. Okay, I guess next up was okay, Ace Austin versus Trent Seven. This match a little bit I was not paying that much attention to because I was wrong with this match too on who won because I thought they was gonna really just build up one of these guys, but why not? I know Ace Austin has been X Division champion and stuff before, but Trent Seven hasn't had singles gold yet. But overall, I was just shocked about this one. Ace Austin did beat Trent Seven. It was a total shock. And now this next match, this Jordan Grace trying to get her revenge on Rosemary. So that's what happened. And of course, it is always a good match. With the women's, of course. For Jordan Grace, the match ended up being like a no contest. I think it was crazy that somebody out of nowhere ended up attacking Jordan Grace, and lo and behold, as y'all can read, it was Tessa Blanchard. So she made her return to TNA. It was like rumored and stuff before, but it was like okay, I'll wait until I'll believe it till I see it. So yeah, the rumors are true. She did, and I guess this probably be the program for Jordan Grace and Tessa Blanchard, go on before Jordan Grace's contract ends because right now we got people thinking that most likely she will go to sign with WWE, but plans may change. I don't know. It's just you got those scoopers and stuff like that. And let me put my juggernaut hanging on there. But yeah, anything can change. It's like everything's not set in stone. But then again, you got these you know, these writers and scoopers just thinking of one way. And I guess I did like the little bit of the attitude that Tessa Blanchard did had. And I know like some people ain't happy to see her there because some people were thinking like she was a racist, but I can't say anything because I didn't see I think it was on a podcast or it was something she was saying like backstage in TNA. I'm not sure. So that's why I can't say anything until I've seen it, proof. So I can't jump to conclusions on that part. Yeah, and Moose was defending her and saying like welcome back. Then somebody put up as like a woman beater, you know, happy with a racist that's there. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's going on, and some of the stuff like that don't even know about. Just put it right there. So anyways, we move on to the number one contendership match, the four-way match. You got Joe Hendry, Josh Alexander, Mike Santana, Steve Macklin. I was also wrong about this match because I thought it was going to be Mike Santana. Since I was thinking that Joe Hendry already had his chance, so I don't think he was going to get another one. And Steve Macklin, I know he's already been, a TNA champion, and also Josh Alexander was a champion too. So I was just thinking none of those three was not going to win it. But surprisingly and a little bit confusing on why, but I guess you probably will see more when they talk about it on this Thursday on Impact. But Joe Hendry ended up winning the Fatal 4-Way match, and he gets a title shot at Genesis again against the winner of the main event. So we'll talk about that in a minute. Well, yeah, I was a little surprised that they were starting to, go that way. And plus, like with like if Joe Hendry didn't win at Bound for Glory, is like, why just give him another one-on-one contendership? Like, is he gonna win it at the Genesis pay-per-view? Who knows? But I may actually buy that pay-per-view since it's like although I think it's a little bit too much for it, but it's not as crazy as AEW has been charging. But then again, we'll see how AEW is gonna be doing theirs when it start showing on Max, and their first pay-per-view event will be I think Grand Slam of Australia will be, I think it's a pay-per-view or just a special event. I'm not sure. But if it does, it'll be in February. If not, we're most likely going to wait all the way up to March just to see like AEW's first pay-per-view of the year. Well, crazy enough. But then again, ain't that many pay-per-views like in January except for TNA. Maybe NWA will have something, or OVW and such a sort. But anyways, semi-main event, Master Slammer versus Tasha Steelz. Actually, Alicia Edwards was banned from being ringside. So yeah, it was kind of shocked. So now it can be like a one-on-one. So I'm sorry I said semi-main event because I forgot about the tag team match. So if you want to call it like a triple main event, might as well say this is main event number one. Um, Good match, and it seemed like they had some spots that kind of like dangerously, but it actually worked. But yeah, Slamovich hit her move to win the game. Not win the game, but win the match. Sorry. So she did retain, and it ended up being, I forgot they did change it to a false count anywhere match too. So that's why it seems like the match was like a lot of streams, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it was out there. Um, like I said, the tag team tables match. The Hardys defended against the System. That would be Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards, and I don't think Alicia Edwards was out there. If she was, I didn't see much of it. Um, but yeah, if you're trying to pay attention to this and like watching SmackDown, yeah, it's probably gonna kind of throw you off a little bit. So sorry about trying to keep this laptop still. So I apologize. Um, but yeah, it was tables match. So both persons from the team goes to the table, the other team wins. So yeah, as you can see, the Hardys did retain the tag titles against the System, and the finish was nice. It kind of gives you that. It was either 2000 SummerSlam or was it 2000 Royal Rumble that Hardys and Dudley. So it kind of ended with that note, on the top of the entranceway and Swanton off the table. So they kind of did the same thing with that scenario. So yeah, it was good. Good match. Now we can talk about the main event. Nick Nemeth defends against AJ Francis. It was like some parts of it I was thinking that okay, AJ Francis was gonna win. But nothing against Nick Nemeth, but it's just the way it just looked, and it was just like wow. Um, and yes, Nick Nemeth did do it on his own. No interference from J, JBL. I know they're going only can call him John Layfield, but yeah, JBL. We'll just say that. A little bit, interference from Casey Navarro, and I think it was Joe Hendry that was he out? No, he came out later, but Frankie Kazarian was out there too. Oh, okay. Packers did win 30-13. Okay. Yeah, it was just an explosive first half for the Packers. So yeah, yeah, just shocked that they just got the ball rolling, and some of the people that thought the Seahawks was gonna win. So Packers were due for a win in Seattle, so they were due for a win, and they finally got it. But anyways, so Namath's counters AJ Francis down payment turned to a famouser. Then Nick Namath hits him with a super kick, then did the danger zone for the win. So yeah, Nick Namath did do it on his own with no JBL appearance or anything like that. Um, they start jumping. First class start jumping on Nick Namath, and Joe Hendry came out and made the save, and they was both got first class out of there. Both Nemeth and Hendry did grab the belts, so like a face to face, and you hear Kazarian in the background just talking trash, like in commentating booth. But otherwise, that's how Final Revolution ends. Oh God, it was kind of hard to pull out what was on match of the night. It really was. If I did have to choose from what I saw, I would probably have to go with the tag team championship match. I would go with that one. Yeah, the rest of the matches were decent enough, and at least you had one shocking thing that happened with Tessa Blanchard return to TNA, and, things like that. And I think Rosemary and Jordan Grace gonna have a rematch probably possibly be this Thursday, but I think they already announced the card for Thursday. So who knows? Not sure. But anyways, decent matches overall. Well, I'm gonna rate it. I'm gonna rate it, and I'm gonna grade it. I will grade it a B. It was just a few things that was just going on. Like I said, I was a little bit confused of. So I'm gonna go with a C for that one, and I would actually would give rated it a 7.5 out of 10. So like I said, it was like some huge confusion and missing parts to the pay-per-view. So I normally don't grade like or rate TNA like just kind of low, but because most of their pay-per-views were always good, but it was just like there's a few things that was just missing, and some storylines that got a little bit confusing. So like I said, 7.5 out of 10, and I graded it a B. So we're gonna move on from that and start going to Saturday night's main event. Um, if y'all saw it on yesterday, it was on NBC, so it wasn't like it was like a PLE event. It was like a special event, but it wasn't a PLE event. So like all the Saturday night's main event they're gonna do, we will talk about the results and stuff like that the next day, right here on Aftermath. Of course, they got January that they're gonna do another Saturday night's main event. I think it's January 25th, I believe. So who knows what's gonna happen right there. I was right about all these matches 5 for 5, but then again as I know some people might get sick of it, but WWE is kind of, I wouldn't say it being too predictable, but it's just some things that were predictable and stuff that just like made more sense. So yeah, of course Drew McIntyre did defeat Sami Zayn. Good match. Let's see. Of course, next up was the Women's World Championship match. Liv Morgan did beat Io Sky. Yeah, and some of the matches, I was like watching back and forth because I was at an event and this was on too, and during like the Bucks game was on too. So y'all probably heard me about the video. On that video, I talked about it yesterday. Oh no! Wow. Okay. So Seattle did lose, so that means the Rams got the division lead, but they're tied. So wouldn't be surprised if Seattle, win the rest of their games and the Rams probably end up losing the losing one of their games or whatever. So it happened. But now, what was it? This game they won, and I think it's the next game. I think I forgot who they played. I don't forgot who they played. I think it's either I think it's the Vikings. 'Cause I know the last game of the season they played the Cubs at home. Not Cubs, but Bears at home. And that time right now is to be determined. Um, but yeah, I think it's a Sunday game or a Monday night football game. I'm not sure, but I probably gotta look that up in a bit. But anyways, um, yeah, the triple threat match. Yeah, it was just all over the place. Not in a bad way, but it was a good way. It was all over the place. Finn did end up getting pinned by Gunther, and Gunther did retain. And I know Gunther was like, he wanted to do this by himself, and plus, that's what he does with his matches as a weight. No interference from Louis Kaiser, and I think they said Judgment Day was banned from. Yeah, Judgment Day was banned from that triple threat match. So not much was going on, and kind of made it fair. And Gunther did win. He retained. Because I know it could have been an opportunity that he could have lose this match and lose the title, but seems like they got other plans with him, and yeah, why not? Um, Down the next match, the first ever crowning of the Women's United States Championship. Um, I didn't care which one had wanted this match. I guess it's like I was leaning more towards Meacham because he didn't have a single title, so it's just like it kind of in a way it kind of sucks, but in the other way it's still good that Chelsea Green did win it, so she deserved it as well, and how her gimmick was going so far with it, and it was like pretty good. And plus, this was kind of like a second chance for her. She was like in NXT after she left from TNA, then get called up, got injured, then Vince McMahon Sunday, release her. Then I think she did a little stint in was it TNA? Yeah, yeah, and I think she didn't. I think she didn't go to AEW, but WWE, slumped her back, and this is a good start for her. But although it's been a few years since she's been back, she has been, a tag team champion, and now, her solo title. But I think Meechin and Chelsea Green is still gonna have a long feud with this, so should be a good one. Well, yeah, it was pretty good. Main event, Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens for the undisputed WWE title, and Cody Rhodes did bring the Winged Eagle title out. Um, yeah, which is pretty good. And as y'all see it right here, just watching the pre-recorded episode, you can see it right here. Like he was wearing it in the beginning and all that stuff. This was crazy though. The ending of it. Although Cody did win, but the ending of it, Cody did do the crossroads onto the chair, which Kevin Owens did run the chair first and was about to use it on him, but Cody ducked. So after the match, I think Cody was about to say something to the fans. Then Kevin Owens out of nowhere, he did like a certain maneuver, pile driver. But I did catch like he was doing that when he was in Ring of Honor as well. I just forgot what that pile driver maneuver was called. Um, but yeah, let's see. They'll talk about it. Okay, they won't. But anyways, he did the pile driver, and Cody came out on the stretcher, and he took the that WWE title. Was like waving it around, and they was about to well Triple H was about to stop him, like pushing him and stuff. It's like they was about to get into it, so got the belt back, and Kevin Owens left. So it was good for the return of Saturday night's main event, so that's good. So that's one down, and it's gonna be they said they're gonna do like four more in 2025. So we already know the next one will be January 25th. So after that, it'll probably be three more. So they probably gonna do it like once a season or something like that, one seasonal. So if it's January, I think the next time they're gonna do it will probably will be, let's see, they got the Royal Rumble in February, then they got Elimination Chamber in March. So it is either gonna be like late March or early April the next time they're gonna well they're gonna be like in Europe late March. So I can see them doing it El Subsequent. So most likely I think they're gonna do another one after the January one, would probably would be early April. Or possibly it could be in May as well. So I'm thinking like around April or May they're gonna do the next Saturday night's main event after the January one. But yeah, they made the storyline with this easy. Should I even rate this or grade this? But I'm going to do it anyway. So the rating I would give, this special event, I would probably would give it like a B plus. I think they could have added like one more match into this, and so give it like a B plus, and gonna rate it. Uh, Maybe I would rate it 8.5 out of 10. So I would go with that 8.5 out of 10 and give it a B plus. So let's move on from that, and we're gonna, because there's no like good important news to talk about today, and especially AEW right now is not nothing to talk about because you got some AEW hardcore fans defending the product right now is not doing good. Then you got people that that are hardcore WWE fans dissing the problems with AEW, which they do have a right to, and also it is like accurate because I'm like looking at these other like YouTubers and they were talking about like the issues with AEW and I did like in a video in October talking about the issues with AEW, and I had some of my friends and some of the people that watch this channel say like what was wrong with AEW as of late, because it was like after I went to that game in September when they was here in Milwaukee, that yeah it was not that much of a big crowd. The building was maybe like about maybe 35% full, and there was a lot of seats left. So and plus the bad thing is they promote their events like a month in advance, which they should do at least 2 or 3 months in advance, like WWE. Well, WWE I think the men they'll do it like